gracious Heavenly Father, I want to thank you for this day and for the blessings that you have given us. And we just ask that you'll be with this meeting and that it will be used for your glory and benefit. And these things we ask in thy name. Amen.
Amen. Would remain standing with this pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. All right, I'd like to go ahead and call this meeting to order. Pardon me, call this meeting to order. Lucy, would you go ahead and call the roll?
Yes, sir. Myrtle. Here. Eugene.
Here.
Mayor Self.
Here.
Brenda. Here. Steve.
Here.
John.
Here.
Mayor, you have a floor.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, since we have no public, I won't go over the public announcements. This is a special call council meeting to address another agreement with Jefferson County. This one deals with Community Development Block Grant Program. It's a consortium of municipalities participating in this with Jefferson County as a group to make it, I don't know, it carries more weight in trying to get grants through this Community Development Block Grant Program. If we did not sign into this consortium, then we would have to compete against everybody else in the state to try to get any kind of, sorry for that, thought I had it turned off, but anyway, we would have to compete with everybody else in the state for these funds. Come to find out, this is through the Community Development Block Grant Program is how Warrior has gotten at least 2 of their storm shelters built is through this program. The reason why we're calling a special council meeting is that previously we had not chosen to participate through ignorance because we wouldn't, if we sign into the consortium, then we cannot independently apply for a community development block grant. But we'll, as part of the Jefferson County consortium, can apply with the weight of the county. So, as I said, in the past we have chosen not to because we thought it would hamper us. But after having some discussions with Commissioner Knight's staff, Mr. Lee, and EMA, this is probably going to be the best thing for us to do in order to try to continue and try to get the community safe from Cook County line. The urgency for the special meeting is that we have to have a signed document to the county commission for the next meeting, which is in a couple of days, so that they can approve it and we'll be in. So everybody's got a copy of the Community Development Block Grant agreement, and you're welcome to read it through. Basically, like I said, with us signing on here, it prevents us from applying for community development block grants on our own. So we'll be going through the county, and that's the biggest thing. Jefferson County will receive some benefit for any block grant that we might get. They will receive a portion, just for administrative purposes. So, it does come at a cost, but, I think the benefit, will outweigh the cost.
So we don't have to compete with everybody in Alabama.
We don't have to compete with anybody in Jefferson County, and then Jefferson County as a whole competing against the rest of the, state stand a better chance.
And but other cities cannot apply on this unless they are in this consortium. So that limits it even more.
Yeah.
It gives us even better.
And it says, in paragraph 15, I guess it is, the city understands that by executing the CDBG cooperative agreement, that it may not apply for grants from appropriations under the small cities or state CDBG programs for the fiscal years during the period in which it participates in the county CDBG program, and may receive a formula allocation under the home program only through the county. Thus, even if the county does not receive a home formula allocation, the city cannot form a home consortium with other local governments. This does not preclude the urban county or a unit of government from applying for state home funds. And they receive a formula allocation under the Emergency Solutions Grant Program only through the county. This does not preclude the urban county or unit of government participating with the urban county from applying for state emergency solutions grant programs if the state allows. And the other portions of it, if we acquire any property and sell it, that the county would be reimbursed for certain expenses. Anyway, that's what we're here tonight to decide, to go ahead to give me authorization to execute or decline. I would recommend that we execute it. This is a 3-year agreement.
So, in other words, the other paperwork that we filled out for the grant will be annulled by this.
No, that was a separate program. We can still, for the emergency disaster, that was the grant application that we submitted was a pre-disaster mitigation grant program.
Okay.
That's different from the community block grant program. It's separate beast. But this will, this opens up a different pot of money possibly for us.
Well, how much does this cost?
It'll be a percentage that Jefferson County will retain for any money that we might get.
Okay, so then we don't have to pay them anything to get into this?
No, it costs us nothing unless we receive a grant.
Oh, okay.
And then just like, just about anything else, if we get a grant, we still gotta pay a lot of fees and expenses, even though we did receive a grant. So, anyway. Any other questions or comments?
Did you get my email today, where, Mr. Lee wanted to make sure that we told, or asked, Commissioner Knight, or let Commissioner Knight know that we were still planning to refile on that PDM
Yeah,
grant next year.
yes,
So he didn't want us to mess anything up. We
right.
didn't know if
Now,
that-
this is, like I said, this does not pertain to
Uh-huh.
the FEMA grant that we applied for previously. And yes, we will pursue that again. And I talked to the Jefferson County EMA Director, Jim Coker, Friday, and expressed to him, that when any money becomes available, please let us know. I told him that we had applied for the pre-disaster mitigation grant, but did not receive it. And we were really wanting to get a safe room for our town. So he was cordial, and
So did you find out why they turned us down?
we still have not received any justification for why it was declined. Mr. Lee has requested numerous times information on on the other applicants to do a comparison, but as of yet, they've been reluctant to provide anything, and that information has been turned over to
Shay.
Senator Shelnut to see if he can shake some trees and get us some answers. So, Lucy's been busy this week.
Sounds like it.
So, anyway, any other questions or comments or concerns?
Any concern?
All right. All right.
I
Do
make a
I,
motion that we go forward with this.
all right. Can we have a motion to authorize me to enter the agreement on behalf of the county?
Yes.
I make a motion, we do it.
All right. A motion to allow me to execute this agreement with Jefferson County for the benefit of the town. All right, we have a motion, a second.
I second it.
Okay. All in favor? All right, unanimous, this motion has carried. And that was the sole purpose of this meeting tonight. Does the council have anything? Any questions or concerns? Again, and please read over the mobile home ordinance for next meeting. I've got a couple of things I want to try to talk to the attorney about to add in addition to this, but that is just changing some verbiage. Like it's, I think this proposed ordinance has roads paved, and I think either we should change that to paved and or packed gravel. Because some of these, they're not going to put paved roads in the trailer parks. But we could, actually, we could probably not even make that change. That would be for any new development, mobile home development. And should either one of these, or any of the existing mobile homes change hands, then they would have to comply completely with the ordinance. And at that time, paved roads would be required for the permit to be reissued to a new owner. So, anyway, that's, read it over, let me know what you think. If there's any additions that you think should be added, or any of the verbiage should be changed. So, we'll bring that up at the next regular council meeting.
Are you gonna send a copy of that to the mobile home park owner's name?
No, not until because it's not official, and
Okay, just
Until-
say, this one up here on the corner gets sold. All right,
Yes.
if she sells it, does the new owner have to abide by
they have to
that?
comply with the ordinance. So if the roads are not paved, they have to be paved before a permit will be issued.
What about the trailers? If they're already in the park and she sells that as part of the park, what's gonna happen
That,
then?
the permit is non-transferable,
Okay,
so, if they wanted to permit a existing, or to permit a mobile home, then they had to comply with the ordinance.
so if we do vote this in, are the owners now getting a copy of it?
They will when it's passed.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah,
when
that's
it's
We'll
passed.
we'll make it available once we have a signed resolution or a signed ordinance. Once it becomes active, then we'll provide copies to the mobile home owners, mobile home park owners, so that they know what, will be expected. But, for the, as it is, even though we, change this, and elect to do this ordinance, they're grandfathered until they move out a trailer, or they try to bring a new trailer in, then it's going to have to abide by, this ordinance. And skirting will be required regardless. And I know up here at the corner, there's several trailers that do not have skirting on it, and skirting will be enforced
And you had
immediately.
that about the trash in there too. And
Yeah.
I know that she takes trash from the one on Dean's Ferry up there to a spot at the back of that trailer park and burns it. That's where they get rid of their trash.
Yeah.
So we might need to check into that too.
I think it says in here that it has to be, well, one of the changes I suggested on that particular one was, to use a,
Yeah, but
contracted,
she's not
contracted
gonna-
Block County or Jefferson County contracted waste disposal service.
She's not gonna pay that, and her
Well,
people can't afford to.
she's,
So,
$500, not less than 50 days, no more than $500 for, each violation. And a violation occurs daily. So, I mean, there is, some verbiage in there to address that, but again, we will, let's, curtail that discussion until the next meeting. This special meeting was, called specifically to address the, cooperative agreement with Jefferson County, so. But do, please read over that and bring your questions and comments, concerns to the next meeting where we'll discuss it in length. Okay. The
but
council have
this
anything?
we passed, right?
Pardon me?
We passed this, so Lucy can
Yes.
get in touch with them.
Yeah, I will send,
He signed like
yeah, we can sign that and send that right on to them, so. All right, very good. Anything else, for the council?
I make a motion to adjourn.
I second.
All right, Myrtle made the motion to adjourn, Brenda has seconded, all in favor? Motion carried.
That's the only thing I'm good for, making that motion to adjourn.
Yeah, all right, motion carried, this meeting is adjourned, thank you very much for coming, all right.